Hello, good afternoon. My name is Małgorzata Kurzępa. I'm a founder and director of Fairhouse Investments, the company which invests in properties in UK for over 8 years and 10 years altogether. When I started coming to you, I'm coming to you every Sunday around 1 p.m. with a little bit of knowledge about investing in properties in UK. I also run my YouTube channel under the name of Fairhouse Investments, and all these videos you can find there. So today I wanted to tell you a little bit what to do in this, or enlighten you a little bit at the subject of credit score. So let's say you want to buy the property and you think or you know that your credit score is not great. So what can we do about it? So I double checked the internet, so I think my information are quite full. So I'm trying to tell you everything what you need to know. So while the exact criteria used by different scoring model varies, there are some main factors which are taken under consideration in each case. So first one is the payment history. So how, if you, the information, if you pay all your bills on time. This is the most important ingredient in credit scoring, and even the one missing payment can have a negative impact on your score. And there is something called FICO score, and payment history is 35% of this score. So this is the most important factor. The second one is credit utilization. What exactly it means? For example, if your credit, if your entire credit is £10,000, it means that you shouldn't use more than 30% of it. The best would be if you use less than 10%, which would be £1,000 per month, but still below 30% is good. It basically means how much you rely on your non-credit funds and how much of your credit you use. It means if you rely in a great part on your credit, or you manage your finance with your cash. And this accounts for 30% of the FICO score. Credit history length. How it means how old is your oldest credit account, which basically means that if you only could, you should get your first credit. It could be credit card. You can buy something with installments, but the longer you have your credit history, the better. They also take under consideration the time when you took your last credit account and the average time in between them. Next part is credit mixed, which means what kind of credits you have and how many kinds of credits you have. If this is a student loan, car loan, a personal loan, if this is a mortgage, credit card, whichever, I think this is one of the most overlooked part, and it accounts for, I think, 10 or let me check, 10% of the FICO score. So it's quite important. And the last one is a new credit, which means when was the last time when you opened your last credit accounts. And remember, it's not only the credit card, it also a new bank account. If you move to the new gas or electricity provider, it still means that you opened a new credit account. Even if there is nothing in credit there, you got your bill, you paid, but it's still considered by lenders as a credit account. So types of accounts that impacts your credit score. So there are two basic types. One is installment credit, and we talk about the installment credit when there is a loan like a student's loan or car loan, when there is a set amount and a set time when you're supposed to repay it. While the second one, revolving credit, the example of revolving credit is a credit card, for example, but also there are special kinds of home equity loans, which when there is you have a credit, you can use it or not, and you could pay the minimum amount you have to repay in a particular time, but basically the time of repayment is not set. And as I mentioned, the credit mix is the most overlooked by most of the consumers. And this is very important to maintain different types of credit, because this is this would prove for the lender how that you are able to manage different kinds of credit in the same time, which gives you more credibility in the same time, clearer image of your finances. And when you have a diverse credit portfolio, it doesn't when you don't have it, it doesn't necessarily takes your score down, but if you have it, it will takes it up. And as I said, it's about 10% of your FICO score. Does your bills have any impact, or unpaid bills have any impact on your credit score? Only in the moment when you stop your utility bills or phone bills, I mean. They will impact your credit score in the moment when they go to the institution which is supposed to, the collection agency that is supposed to recover them. So if you late like 1 or 2 days, it's not a big deal, but if the provider send them to the collection agency, then you would be in trouble. And remember that it would influence your credit score for a very long period of time, even up to 7 years. So it could not feel important, but actually everything is important in your credit history. What can hurt your credit history, your credit score? So missing payments, obviously. So remember to pay all your bills on time, all the tickets on time, whatever you take on with installments, like a new phone, or you bought, I don't know, a fridge, you have to pay it on time. And even 30 days late payment or mispayment can have a negative impact on your credit score. Using too much of your available credit, as I mentioned, don't use more than 30%. It's best if you use less than 10% of your available credit. It's called credit utilization. So don't use more than 30%. That's it. And applying for a few kinds of credit in a short period of time, or for example, if you take the personal loan and a credit card in the same time, the lenders will do it's called hard inquiries on your account, and the sign of hard inquiries will last for 2 years on your account, and they would also influence your credit score. It would get them down. And defaulting in accounts, the type of negative information that can go down with your, have a negative impact on your account or credit scores, of course, are things like foreclosure, bankruptcy, repossession, charged off, settled accounts, things like this. And how to improve your credit score? So you have to understand what it means if you don't want to struggle with it. So first of all, take a free copy of your credit score report and take a proper look at it. Because first of all, you have to understand what is in it. The second thing, the credit score report will tell you what influences your credit score and how it could be changed. It will say that, for example, you open few new bank accounts in a very short period of time, which is not good. You applied for 2 or 3 credit cards in the same time, which is not good. So try to avoid such situations in the future. The second thing, if you don't understand something in your credit score report, just call the provider and ask them to explain it to you. The third thing, people making mistakes, and there could be a mistake there. Something could be put on your credit report by coincidence. Someone could make a wrong decision. So be sure what is in there. Ask them to explain everything and clear it to be sure what is in it. Very important thing, control it occasionally, like periodically, like I don't know, every month, every 2 months, especially if your credit score is important for you. For example, you're planning to buy a house in a year time, then you have to keep an eye on it. How you could increase your credit score? So first of time, remember to pay all your bills on time. Because payment history is very important factor, and paying everything on time, it would critically improve your credit score. Paying down all the debts. Reduce your credit card balance is a great way to lower your credit utilization ratio and can be the quickest way to see the improvement to your credit score. Make any outstanding payments. If there is something you didn't pay for a long time, try to pay this in first place. I think the most important thing is to keep up to date with all your current payments. But if you start reorganizing your finance and you eventually started being on the top of it and you start putting on side some money every month, then start paying your oldest debts, because it's not only important that you didn't pay something, but also for how long you didn't pay your bill. It's also an important thing. So try to repay the oldest one first. As I mentioned, if there is something unclear in your credit report, make it clear. Call them if there is a need for dispute, maybe some inaccurate information. Just give it a proper look and explain everything, or ask the provider of the credit report to explain everything to you, because people making mistakes. And limit your new credit request. As I mentioned, do not open your new bank accounts if you don't need it. Remember that every time you move to the new place, you set the new bank account with your gas, electricity, water provider. If you move in water, also if you move in a different location. So this is considered as a new account, new credit account. So again, it influence your credit score. What do you do, what can you do if you don't have a credit score, if you don't have credit history at all? So first of all, make it happen, make the history. So take a credit card. If you are not entitled to get a normal credit card, I mean, there are websites where you can go and check if you're entitled to get a credit card. They will ask you some few very basic questions: how much you earn, how much people you have in your household, things like this, how much you spend every month, and they will tell you an information, and they will give you an information if you're entitled to have a normal conventional credit card or not. For example, if they don't want to give you a credit card, and remember, these are soft inquiries, so they don't. If you look for credit card online, it doesn't influence your credit score. So go there, do it. If you're not entitled to get a conventional credit card, you could always ask for secured credit card, which means that amount of debt which is available from the credit card is secured by the money you put on account from your regular account, basically the cash you have in the bank. So this is a good beginning. Remember to use it wisely. Small amount, pay on time, everything would be fine. You would start building your history immediately. The second thing, you can, if you know someone who already use a credit card, you can ask them to add you as an authorized user. And if you use it wisely, you can get as an authorized user. You will have your own credit card, and you can use it and pay it. Use it and repay it. And remember, as long as the person who's a main user pays everything on time, so you again do it wisely. Ask the right person. Do not ask the person who doesn't pay their bills. If the main owner will pay everything on time, you would be fine. And this is how you start building your credit history. The third thing, if you plan to buy anything like something more valuable, like a fridge, dishwasher, washing machine, some house equipment, or for example a car, please try to make installments on it, buy it in credit, And by paying every month for it, and again, you will have to pay on time, you would build your credit history. The fourth very important thing is register for electoral roll, because even if you are not a citizen of this country, if you live in your local area, you are entitled to be a part of the local community, and you can vote in local I forgot the name. Anyway, you should sorry, you should register for electoral roll. So these are some basic informations. I use the few websites to gather them together. So this is not a secret knowledge. You find everything online. But if you have any more questions, please don't hesitate and ask me. My name is Małgorzata Kurzępa. I'm a founder and director of Fair House Investments, the investment company. So I invest in property by myself. I have a portfolio already. I have different kinds of properties. So don't hesitate. If you have some questions, just ask me. It was great having you here today, and have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.